So it is basic human nature that we all just love a bit of a bargain. You know, if you really want something, but it's too expensive and you see like a cheaper alternative, you're probably gonna go for it, aren't you? And that's completely fine most of the time, right? You see like a Louis Vuitton t-shirt that you like and it's a bit too expensive, so you go for a different t-shirt from a different brand that's much cheaper, but looks pretty similar. Or there might be a piece of jewelry you like from, I don't know, like Cartier or something, but it's too expensive, so you go for a piece of jewelry that's cheaper, but looks pretty similar. That's completely fine. But if there's one thing that you should be a lot more cautious of when it comes to a bargain, it's your health. And that is the topic of today's video, because when I've been scrolling through TikTok over the past couple of days, all I can see is Veneer Tech drama. And it all kind of started when I kept seeing these videos from Veneer Tech saying they're doing a course to teach people to also become Veneer Techs. Now, actually, before we do get in the first video, I haven't done this for a while, so please don't be mad at me, but we are getting really close to 500,000 subscribers. I think we're like 2,000 or 3,000 away. So if you are new here, I upload daily videos like this one, talking about different topics every day. So if that's something that interests you, please do subscribe, and I can stop doing everyone's head in and begging all the time, so that'd be great. Okay, thanks. Like, for example, this video right here where it says, when you realize you can make over 5k a week being a Veneer Tech, and shows like the process of what you would be doing in the job. And obviously when you read a caption like this, it might sound a bit appealing because you're looking at it and you're thinking, right, so about 20 grand a month to become a Veneer Tech, and all I have to do is do this little course and I'm in the job. Well, it doesn't work like that for a few reasons. The main one being, this is very illegal. And this is kind of where this whole drama has started, because there really is no such thing as a Veneer Tech, legally at least. The only people that you should be trusting with your teeth and doing procedures like this is an actual dentist. You know, someone that's actually studied dentistry for many, many years, not just someone who's done like a few days on a course. And by the way, when I say a few days on a course, I'm really not exaggerating here. I mean, here's a video of someone doing a 2-day course to get into this line of work.
In this 2-day class, we'll be teaching you everything you need to know about composite veneers. Not to mention,
remember that the class included activity with everything you need to do composite veneers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there is absolutely no chance on earth that I would ever trust someone who's just did a 2-day course in doing veneers to actually start messing with my teeth. I don't care what it is, it doesn't even have to be veneers. It could be like the most basic procedure ever. I'm not trusting it. I mean, yet again, here's another video. This is just a few of the many, many videos that are going around TikTok right now. I mean, yeah, the music's definitely copyrighted, so I'll talk over it, but it says Composite Veneer Tech Training Class and shows them doing a training class, and this is becoming a very popular thing at the moment, it seems. And the problem is here, people are actually trusting these Veneer Techs to actually start messing with their teeth. And I guess they're just hearing Veneer Tech and they think that's a professional term, and they trust them because they're getting it for a lot cheaper. And I mean, just look how sketchy this whole course is, right? They've got like a caption talking about the course, but there's no website to go on to get more information. In fact, all you have to do is just text class to a number. But I mean, if we look in the comments of this video, we can see that it's $3,500 to do this class, which means you're paying $3,500 to go into a line of work that is illegal. I feel like this is the dentistry alternative to like the influencer courses we've seen. You know, them influencers on Instagram who flex all the supercars and whatnot, and like, oh, if you want to learn how to get these supercars, all you have to do is pay $2,000 to go on my course and I'll teach you how to do stocks or some shit. I mean, yet again, here's another one that I found on Instagram that is $3,000 for composite veneer trading. And if you actually look into the comments of this video, someone said, do you have to be certified prior to this class in some medical or no? And the person has replied saying, no, there is no prior experience nor license/certification required for this class. This is beginner's level and I teach a non-drill and non-prep techniques. So it's not like they're taking people who've already studied dentistry and they're like, okay, you want to become better at doing veneers, here's like an extra course you can do to become better at it, I guess. It's not that at all. They're just taking people with no experience, doing a little course and then saying, go with it, you know, mess with people's teeth. And where the big problems rise from this is the side effects of getting veneers that go wrong, and they could definitely go wrong if you're trusting someone with very little experience. As we see by this article by Daily Dot, they said, Apple Springs Dentistry states that a tooth infection can result in memory loss when the infection spreads to the brain. Once the infection reaches the tooth's root, the infection threatens nerves and blood vessels, which directly connects to the brain. So yeah, we're not just talking small consequences here, right? These are very, very big negative things that can happen to you if you trust someone who doesn't have experience. Now, because of this situation has completely blew up on TikTok, where a bunch of actual dentists are coming out and voicing their opinions.
On Instagram, this post has 25,000 likes and hundreds of comments of people saying, congratulations, major things, elevating, you know, I'm proud of you, you did so much hard work. And where do y'all think that this certificate came from?
Please tell us.
This certificate has no legal binding for any type of like license number behind it. So what I came to say is blah, 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 blah. it's becoming very normal to start this business, and
I mean, you can see she's very frustrated here, but as you just said right there, this certificate means nothing. They've just printed it out. They're like, right, you can do this little course, we'll print you out a certificate. Basically means you can do anything in the dentistry world. Which obviously is just not the case. I'm assuming that the people who even do these courses probably don't even know that the certificate means nothing, because why else would you kind of like flex it on Instagram? But yeah, the people who are running these courses definitely know what they're doing, let's be honest here. But yeah, either way, here's another video by someone called Danny Banani, who made a video about this that's got 7 million views, so you can see how like viral this situation's got.
This is 100% illegal, and we need to talk about it before you fall victim to spending $2,000 for a bright white smile. The only people that are licensed in the United States to perform veneers are dentists. And in order to become a dentist, you have to go to school for 8 years. There's a couple of different types of dentists. There's your DDS, which is a doctor of dental surgery, a DMD, which is a doctor in medical dentistry, which are kind of the same thing. It just kind of depends on what state you go to. And then there are people like an endodontist or an orthodontist, and those are kind of extensions of already being a DDS or a DMD. They just take extra schooling to become specialized in those, in like the endo field or the orthodontic field. Regardless, they have 8 years of school under their belt, and they are doctors of dentistry.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly rocket science, right? Like, who would you rather trust doing something on your teeth? Which, by the way, is like a very important thing, not just because of the side effects, but also your teeth are unsure like 90% of the time. Okay, maybe not 90% of the time, but literally, whenever you talk, whenever you smile, your teeth are unsure. You want them to look good, so who are you going to trust? Someone who's done like a 2-day course, or someone who's actually studied this properly for 8 years? I think I know what my answer would be, but I guess some people have different opinions.
This is so dangerous. When you start chipping away the enamel and filing down the tooth structure, you are seriously risking tooth damage and nerve damage in your mouth. And this isn't like a fingernail or a lash or an eyebrow, something that goes back. These are your teeth, and you can expose nerves and other things when you're filing incorrectly because you do not have the schooling to do this. Not even registered dental hygienists who go to school, I think it's 3 or 4 years, or dental assistants can do this. Only a doctor can perform this. And the reason this is so crazy to me is because people are spending thousands to become veneer technicians, and that's not even legal.
Yeah, I mean, it really does beg the question, how are they getting away with this? How is this being allowed? I guess, like, realistically, like most things in life that are fucked up, it takes a lot for people to actually take action. You know, the people who can actually take action and shut this down. But yeah, this is so beyond dangerous, and people are making bank off this. I'm not even just talking about the people who became, like, Veneer Techs, but the people who are doing these courses, who also probably have very limited experience themselves. They probably just did a course themselves, they know the basics. And now they're doing a course to teach people and taking thousands of dollars to teach these people. Then people are probably going to make their own course because they realize it's a good, like, business venture to go down. And it's just going to keep spiraling, and eventually it's going to be people who literally know nothing about veneers doing these courses. And the thing is, when you go over to these people's pages, they show the results, and the teeth look good. Like, on the outside, they do look good. That does not mean that it's being done correctly, and it does not mean you're going to have big consequences in the future. Like, big problems can occur. But yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely baffling that this is a real thing, but it is very, very real, and it's very popular at the minute.
I think it's because people are like, oh, I can do my own nails at home, I can do my own lashes at home, I can do my own eyebrows, but people are forgetting that your teeth structure and the structure of your teeth cannot be compromised, and if it is, it needs to be done by a professional who has studied medicine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is literally what it is, by the way. It's because people go and get, like, the nails done by, like, a nail tech. They'll get their hair done at a hair salon and all this stuff. And you just think, all right, veneers, same shit. No, it is absolutely not the same shit. And I feel like this is just going to keep getting worse, like, the more we allow it to happen. Like, there's going to be people doing fucking open heart surgery in a few years. Like, open heart surgery tech? Is that what we're going to call it? I mean, that is definitely, I would hope, too far of, like, an extreme example. But it is going to keep getting worse. They're going to start doing more risky procedures just from doing a 2-day course and feel like they can do it.
Course in this world that you could take for 6 weeks that would license you to become a veneer specialist. So please do not fall for this. It is 100% legal and so dangerous for your natural teeth. If you want the bright, beautiful smile, get Crest white strips, go to your dentist and get custom bleaching trays, maybe Invisalign. And I get it. Dentistry is expensive. I work in a dental office. I know it's so expensive. I get free dental care. It's amazing. But not everybody has that luxury. Do not fall for this. It will compromise your tooth structure and it will leave you with way more problems than you started with. Do not fall for this. I don't know how they are in business. This is illegal.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, right? We all do love a bargain. We love a cheaper alternative to stuff. But there's one thing that you really shouldn't look for a bargain for. It's your health. Like, don't fall for this, obviously. I know most people wouldn't, but clearly some people are. And just to put in perspective how many like actual dentists are talking about this on TikTok, I'm obviously not going to show them all. I'm not going to show the videos because they say very similar stuff. But we got this video right here by Michelle Dentist with a Life, I believe they go by. And they basically made this video all about Veneer Tech. It's got 50,000 likes. And yet again, here's another video by Jackie O. She's got a caption on the actual video said, go into dental school to pay $300k in tuition, have 100+ hours of sleep debt just for my patients to go to Veneers by Vanessa. And then the caption says, like, not all us struggling for 8 years and you're playing in people's mouths after an overnight certificate. Like, this is why people don't be taking the profession seriously. Please report these Veneer Techs to the ADA. Oh yeah, and here's another video I saw by Jane Noz. Again, these videos I'm referencing here are all by actual dentists or dental students. But I thought this one was funny. It says 5 reasons you should go to a Veneer Tech over actual dentists. Yeah, I think that speaks for itself. Simple answer. Don't. And actually, just to end this video, I'm going to show you something that I found when I was like kind of researching the clips of this video. And luckily, it's not a bad situation with Veneer Tech where they have done the veneers and they've went horribly wrong. But it's just to show how these Veneer Techs are just not professional in the slightest. I found this video by someone called Ms. Cookie, where they basically said that they found this Veneer Tech and they liked their work on their Instagram page. They decided to get booked in with them. She flew over there, because I believe it's in a different state. She had to book a hotel and everything. And then when she got there, the bloke just wasn't there and claimed that his stuff was actually stolen.
So he was like, I'm going to compensate you for your flight. And I'm like, no, sir, you're going to compensate me for my flight and my hotel and my deposit. That's what you're going to compensate me for, sir. So he said, send me the receipt. I did. My total flight and room was like, I want to say $869. He sent me $850. Okay. You know, he cashed at me the $850. So I'm like, okay, what about my deposit? That's $500. So he says, I'm about to send. At this point, I said, I'm crying. I'm very upset because I'm thinking that you're about to do my teeth. So I'm like, you won't hear from me no more. Just go ahead and, you know, send me my money. He goes on to say he don't need my money and so on and so forth. Well, then where is my deposit? So he sends me this screenshot saying that the deposit is going to be sent back to my card. I have yet to receive the deposit. Have not received anything since.
So yeah, this poor woman flew to a different state to get her teeth done, got all the way to the office, and then the bloke was like, oh yeah, sorry about that. It's not happening. Now, he did kind of refund her for the hotel. It was a bit short, but most of the money was refunded, but apparently she just didn't receive the deposit back for the actual procedure. And like I said, his excuse for all of this was the fact that his machine was apparently stolen. Like, here we can see the text messages saying, someone stole my whole fucking machine. By the way, swearing when you're a professional dentist, apparently. Bit odd. Someone stole my whole fucking machine out of my room. I'm going to have to refund you and pay for your flight. So yeah, that was his whole reasoning. Someone stole the machine out of his room. I don't know how that happens. I mean, do I believe it? Probably not. But yeah, lo and behold, when I went over to this bloke's TikTok, you know, the Veneer Tech, he also has videos doing veneer training classes.
2024 is around the corner, and this is the perfect time to perfect your craft or start a new business venture, specifically in the dental cosmetic world.
Yeah, probably not like this though. Please do not do a veneer training class. If you really want to become a dentist, do it properly. I mean, come on, fucking do us all a favor. It'll be good for you because you won't be doing something illegal. You won't end up in a potential lawsuit when you fucking inevitably do something wrong. And it'll be good for your clients, you know, because they're not getting veneers by someone who's done a 5-day course. And by the way, I've just noticed in this video, the course is 2 days, the 27th and the 28th of January. And someone's even commented saying, 2 days, how's that possible? And he said, I did it. Yeah, I'm not really shocked, mate. And remember, this is the Veneer Tech we were just talking about who didn't pay the deposit back and just left someone stranded in a different state and didn't do the procedure. I mean, yeah, this is just a mental situation. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on everything that I spoke about in today's video, and I'm going to leave it there. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.